So this week on SA Beer Weekly, we've changed from wine and we've brought in lovely Carly.
Hello.
Beer blogger extraordinaire from Instagram. What's your handle on Instagram?
It's Pretty Good Beers.
Pretty Good Beers.
Pretty Good Beers.
Definitely worth a follow. Actually knows a fair bit about beer.
I do.
Speaking of knowing a fair bit about beer, we have the owner of Swell Brewery, Dan. How you going, mate?
Hi there, how are you?
You can look at this one.
Oh,
you know,
g'day,
feel
yeah.
free. You can look at it. So we're here to talk to Dan about the Fleurieu Beer Festival, which is on very shortly, and we are lucky enough to be at the beer festival, and we're going to visit Swell. So Dan, tell me a little bit about the beer festival.
The beer festival was, the first year was last year. It was basically the local brewers, we all got together and thought, why don't we do a Fleurieu Beer Festival? Use the facilities down at the Wollonga Football Club and just have a beer festival and have it around the tour down under, because there's a lot of people come down here for that. And we all got together and had a crack last year. We learned a lot about how to run a festival last year, and hopefully be bigger and better this year.
And with the beer festival, the money that's raised from the beer festival goes back to the guys that look after the grounds and the...
Yeah, that's right.
So it's kind of a fundraiser for them more than anything, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, it's for the upkeep of the oval and the buildings and the surrounds.
Yeah.
And,
So
because the Wollonga Farmers Markets are also there. So so it's definitely a community event.
A community event, giving back to the community and helping raise much needed funds.
Yeah, exactly.
So you tell us what we can, what Swell are going to bring to the party on Saturday.
On Saturday. Well, last year we basically just had 3 taps and got caught a bit short with the popularity of the festival. So this year we're going to have a can bar as well as tap bar. Okay. So we'll have our IPA, lager and cider available in can. We'll throw in there a mid-strength, something that you can have a few of. For you, Nathan, we might throw in the blood orange sour.
Excellent.
And that's almost a mid-strength too. It's only 3.2%.
Yeah,
so that's a good one.
Not even a mid-strength.
No, that's right. Yeah. And so the crowd, one of the crowd favourites is the Golden Ale.
Yeah.
I've got it in can here, but that'll be on tap.
Yep.
Our double IPA, so the evening glass off,
we'll
have that on tap. And one that we don't have in can, but we'll have on tap is the Whispering Thighs Hazy IPA. So that's the follow-up to the Corduroy lines.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So Carly, what are you going to be sampling, do you think, on the day?
I'll
Talk for a little while so I can have a drink.
I love my IPAs and my doubles, my Neepers, my West Coast, so I'll definitely be drinking this and my North Shore, and I love this one as well. This one's new, so I'll mostly be drinking these 3. I'll save the light beers to someone else.
Yeah.
I know they're good.
This is a breakfast beer, this one.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
Well, I kind of, when people ask, what a sour beer is, I ask them if they've had kombucha, and just say it's like an alcoholic kombucha. So if people are sort of a bit wary about what sour beers are, that's kind of what they are. Mainly a wheat beer.
So we're here at the Fleurieu Beer Festival with, have we got the Mayor of the Onkaparinga Council?
Onkaparinga, yeah.
Erin
Thompson, yeah.
Welcome. So we're here talking about Swell Beer. So I've got the
Southport,
Queensland Southport Sunset.
Yeah.
I have to say, mate, it's almost my favourite beer. Even though it's spelt incorrectly, it is almost my favourite beer. So, cheers to that.
Well, I'm glad it is.
Do you know what it replaced, though? The mid-strength. The small swell.
Small Swell is what we're drinking here. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So, welcome to both of you. How good is this festival?
So good.
It's great.
Yeah.
Very chilled out.
Being the second year, we've got it together a bit more. I think the first year was where we were caught under the pump, but because we've never done this before. But I think it's a great idea, bringing all the Fleurieu breweries together in one space so everyone can come and taste our beers, come to our region, really.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to say one quick thing too is how well, I call them the Fleurieu Beer Boys, work together.
Yes.
And there's that real community, and you get together once a month and they work out what's going on, they help each other. There's no, mate, you're right, just walk straight through the middle. No, you're good. they help each other and try and push each other's product. There's no I'm better than you or competition. It's all about how to help each other, and that's amazing. So we've got the mayor. We should really speak to the mayor while she's here.
That's right. Take advantage.
Yeah, that's for sure. Anything you want to ask her?
Get some grants.
Yeah, because right. So some funding for maybe SA Wine Weekly and Swell.
Well, I got to say, we're pretty proud to have you in our region. And how long have you guys been up and running now in McLaren Vale?
I guess as a nomad brewer, we've been around for about 10 years, but actually having our facility open to the public, it's been about, we're coming up to 2 years, but I sort of say 18 months due to the downtime we had at the start of last year.
Beautiful venue there.
Yeah, it's. I guess it's been on my mind for probably 10, 15 years to build something like that. It's a place where people can come, visit the region, and taste what we can create. So it's been a definite ride and a journey to get to where we are, but. You say you build it, they will come, and they have every weekend. We're
I was there on a Monday, and it was flat out. Absolutely. Probably school holidays still, but talked me up a little bit. But Monday was flat out, and Dan was there, took us through a brewery, gave us a little bit of a tour of what was happening, and local people dragging people into the community is what we're all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a perfect, showcasing the city of Onkaparinga region. We're all about wine and coast, and that's pretty much exactly what you're doing. Wine and beer and distilleries and drinking and having a great time, and also
responsible drinking.
Responsible.
We're all about responsible drinking.
Fun.
But you know what's great? Having that awesome tap house, and the other guys that are involved as well, is if you're on a wine tour and you don't particularly like wine, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you did, you can always go, the boys can go over to the brewery, have a few beers, let the girls go on the wine tour, and they can come back and pick the boys up later. Perfect, isn't it?
We did have Chester from Darrenburg when we first opened, and we discussed about how we could get like a flying fox or a chairlift between the cube and us. And he was like, I was saying it as a joke, and he was like, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, Chester's the kind of guy that would make that happen.
Utilise it. That's a great idea.
Or a slippery dip or something.
I'm not sure about the health and safety part of it, but so what do you think of the beer?
It's beautiful. It's very refreshing.
You don't have to just say that because the brewers are here.
No, I really enjoy it, and actually this is one of the favourites for my family.
We're on the small swell, and I'm obviously on the south board, but tell us a little bit about the small swell.
Well, the small swell was basically we needed a mid-strength beers. We're always trying to do the double IPAs and the IPAs and all the high-end, high-alcohol beers, but I kind of needed something that had a heap of flavour, lower alcohol, just so I didn't drink too much.
Do you know what it struck me? It doesn't taste like a mid-strength.
No.
It tastes like a normal beer.
Yeah.
And that's the key, isn't it? You're drinking we should, as we get older, we drink more mid-strength, because we like to drink more and we shouldn't be drinking heavy beers. And the small swell tastes like a heavy beer.
Well, I guess if you go to places where you can buy beer off-site, you can buy cheaper mid-strengths around. So whereas ours is obviously at a price premium, but you're getting bang for buck.
If you buy quality,
you're getting a tasty mid-strength beer rather than one that tastes like water.
And I'd much rather give my money to somebody in our community
Absolutely.
than give it to somebody else. So cheers to both of you.
Cheers.
Great work, and
nice to meet you, Aaron.
Great
awesome
to meet you
festival, and good to see everybody working together for the greater good.
Absolutely. Enjoy the festival.
Cheers to the festival.
Cheers. Right, we're here, SA Beer Weekly, SA Wine Week, SA Beer Weekly, we'll call it, for the Fleurieu Beer Festival. We're here at the Deep Blue Cafe at Moana with Master Brewer, Mark from Moana Brewing, and the gorgeous Kylie, Bikini Beer Blogger. That's a great name, isn't it? Bikini. Our ratings just went. Bikini Beer Blogger. What's your handle on Instagram?
It's a Beautiful World.
It's a Beautiful World.
Yeah.
All right, so follow Kylie, even if you don't like our show or don't like Moana Brewing, still follow Kylie. So we're here to talk about the beer festival. Give us a run.
Pretty happy to be part of it because organised so that all the local breweries involved really get to be showcased for the local area.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really pumped to be part of it actually.
All the boys, girls that are part of the brewing fraternity in the Fleurieu are really good mates, aren't they? And they all work together for everyone's benefit. There's a cool little community that everyone's got happening, isn't it?
Exactly right, mate. And guys like Lee, who's been really instrumental in getting this.
Lee who?
Lee Stone from
Shifty Lee.
Not to say that none of the other guys, like Brett from South Coast, everyone that's involved has been awesome in supporting all the other guys. And just with getting it out there, and for me that's really big because I'm obviously all new to the event scene, so yeah, they really help out. It's good.
Tell us a little bit about Moana Brewing.
Righto, so I'm a reasonably new little startup business as a brewery.
Yeah?
I'm a brewery one-man show operator, so based in Moana. We're not open to the public brewery, but what we do is focus. All right,
so if you're not open to the public, where do people sample your amazing beers?
Righto, so Deep Blue is an awesome spot to come.
Funny about that.
Yeah. And the guys here do an awesome job of supporting a lot of other local people too.
Yeah.
But if they want to source my stuff, they can go onto my website, moanabrewing.com.
Yeah.
All my outlets.
Don't worry, we'll flash up the slide.
They can buy online.
What about some other establishments? Where else can you get a
Moana Heights bottle shop.
Those boys awesome. Celebrate. They know beer, don't they?
They sure do. They're awesome up there. They're really good at getting behind locals. And look, there's a bunch of different other sort of venues and outlets through the south and a few towards in town. So yeah, best thing is to check out online because I'm not going to remember all of this.
So at the festival, you've got the MPA.
Moana Pale Ale.
Moana Pale Ale. In cans?
In cans, yeah.
In an icy cold esky?
They're going to be icy cold.
Icy. Because it's going to need to be. It's going to be warm.
There's not going to be any warm beers.
So there's no English beers then?
Not that I'm serving, no.
No, good work. So Kylie, tell the punters a little bit about your opinion, a Brewtiful World's opinion of Moana Brewing.
It's really easy to drink.
That's the key, isn't it? It's got to be easy to drink.
Beer. Yeah.
Are pale ales usually this fruity? What do you reckon?
I would say not normally. I think this one's a little extra fruity. Yeah, which I think that's why it's so nice.
Do you like fruity beers?
I do, yes.
I like Girly House and fruity beers.
Yeah. I would say this is a perfect beer for the festival on the weekend because it's going to be so hot. It's a perfect session beer.
Yeah.
Nice and fresh and crisp and citrusy.
Mango? Yeah. That's a bit cool.
Refreshing. Perfect combination.
Good for early morning, it starts at 2, doesn't it? So early afternoon beer, you reckon?
Perfect to start.
Yeah.
All the way through, isn't it?
Oh, so you use it as a spacer as well? You go, everywhere you go, you have a beer, come back and have another Moana Brewing?
Yeah.
Well said, mate. Well said. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks.
We are with
Eddie
from
Tappet Party Hire.
Eddie. So we're here, we're chatting to everybody at the festival.
Perfect.
Tell us a little bit about Tappet Party Hire.
So we're a small business that started up about a year and a half ago. Myself and Dylan, my brother-in-law, started this up. Having a few beers over New Year's Eve, and that's how it started. All good things happen with a beer.
So tell us what is Tappet Party? Well,
so basically we're a one-stop alcohol shop. We're a so-called Dan Murphy's for any event.
Yep.
So people come to us, we hire out tap systems for weddings, engagements, all that sort of stuff at a wholesale price.
Right.
So all you're doing is paying for a tap itself.
And because my favourite beer is Crocodile Ale from South Coast.
Yep.
They paid me to say that, but we'll play along with it. And so if I was having a party and I got a few kegs off those boys, I'll just call you guys, you'd organise it all, you come, set it all up.
Don't even bother going to those boys, come to us. We do it direct with them, you get a wholesale price anyway.
Right, I was going to pay for it. No.
Well, there you go.
Anyway, so what are you pouring today at the festival?
So today we got a Smiling Samoyed down this side, and we got a Fork Tree down the end.
Right. So what are we going to try, girls?
I might try the XPA.
XPA?
Done.
Yep.
Thank you.
So Smiling Samoyed,
Yep.
Maiponga,
Maiponga, yep.
Yep.
Just on the reservoir there.
just on the reservoir. Beautiful spot, isn't it?
Great spot, yeah.
Good people too.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
good people. Some amazing beers. You guys been there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
of
for
course.
sure.
Beer bloggers.
Of course, yeah.
Have you been down to Fork Tree?
Oh, I haven't. So I was going to say I wouldn't mind trying a fork tree.
Oh, Fork Tree's.
What about one of you guys standing behind there? Could I have a fork tree?
Oh, lads, get in.
Right, I don't know. What are you doing, Carly?
I don't know, I feel like I should try something lighter, but my heart says, oh, sorry.
Oh, it's really-
My heart says
what
double
have you made
IPA,
previous?
so
All right, go on.
double
IPA.
IPA is a bit, yeah, thank you.
They're your favourites, though, aren't they?
They are,
IPAs
it's what I
your
drink,
favourites.
so yeah, have to.
Kylie, what are your favourites?
Careful though, they creep on you, eh?
Yeah.
Beer's my favourite. Yeah, fair. Good answer.
Just in general, yeah.
Good answer.
So what do you guys think of the festival so far?
Yeah, good.
Out on the grass this year.
Cracking
Yeah,
weather, isn't it?
beautiful
You
weather.
know what I love
yeah.
about it? We're raising money for the community.
Exactly,
And, you know,
yeah.
it's everyone
Supporting
gets
local.
together, and I like the fact that
Cheers.
I call it the beer fraternity, the Fleurieu beer fraternity. Cheers, mate.
No worries.
Are all working together.
Cheers.
Cheers. So where do people find you?
It's on our website, we've got tapatpartyhire.com.
Yeah.
Or our Facebook page, Tap At
Facebook? No other socials?
Insta as well, we got Insta.
Instagram,
Tap
yeah.
At Party Hire.
Tap At Party Hire,
Yeah,
yeah.
give us a buzz. Last minute, if you're thinking of doing something last minute, give us a buzz. We can hook up kegs with all the Fleurieu guys,
Yeah.
and we'll have something delivered to you.
Or even
Awesome.
be organised and don't come last minute. It'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Even that, yeah.
that-
we had that.
not that it ever
we
happens,
had that
but-
yesterday, so that it does happen.
Yeah, right, eh? So, what are we thinking, girls, about the beers?
I could smell this as it was being poured. We could both smell it. It was, yeah. It says it all in the aroma anyway. You can smell the hops. It's beautiful.
Yours?
Really good.
Really good?
Yeah, full of flavour, but not too much bitterness. It's quite easy to drink.
Have we been to Fork Tree before?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
No, this is
Good
great.
food.
It's great. Good work.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks,
Cheers.
girls. We're here at the, hey, pay
sorry,
attention,
mate.
mate. We're here at the Fleurieu Beer Festival. What's the first thing you do when you get to a beer festival?
Beer Festival, mate.
Go and get a wine.
Get a wine.
SA Wine Weekly.
SA Wine Weekly,
Right.
and the best wine going around, Zonte's Footstep, so why not?
Thanks, Lee.
But you kind of have to say that because Anna's right. Yeah, well, yeah, fair
Well, I'm
enough.
thinking the Prosecco's my go.
Considering
Prosecco?
you guys are going to be trying lots of things, I'll give you a little taster pour today.
Fantastic.
I would love the rosé.
You want a glass of the rosé?
Yeah. Can I have both? Can I have both?
Pardon?
Can I have both?
Can you have both?
Yeah, I'll
You're
do.
going to mix it?
No, together. No, no.
I know you, Nathan.
Oh, look at
But
that.
seriously, on a day like today, as you know, beer will kill you if you drink it. Well, this will kill
you
you
know
as
what?
well, but this is
and
just
I
so
know
refreshing.
This is terrible, Luke, but
Today it is
just today, all right? You can stick a couple
Cheers,
of ice
mate.
cubes in there today.
39 degrees Celsius. Oh,
Just up to 34.
embellish.
Just up to 34 at the moment.
Over 100 for the US and Americans watching, yeah. Or Americans, US.
Yep.
Anyway, come down, see Zonte's, few beers,
Mate,
you know, palate cleanser, come across.
Perfect.
You know, sun's going down, come for a red.
be careful on the bubbles.
Yeah, it's a catch, isn't
A
it?
day like today,
I reckon
seriously, that's perfect.
we should pull in the
Lovely.
beer bloggers. Give them a bit of wine appreciation.
Taste what
Girls,
we're
come
all
on.
about here.
All right, girls, what are we going to try? So one's got to try the Prosecco.
Yes.
All right, pretty good prosecco.
Pretty good Prosecco.
Pretty good prosecco.
Rosé or Grigio?
The rosé's good.
Rosé, please.
Yes.
I'm going to put this down.
Yeah. Have a
I'm only going to do a little one, but we'll just...
righto.
Thank you.
Do you want a little taste of the rosé too?
This is amazing. This is gorgeous.
Thank you. So that for me is going to be today. You're going to come here after you've had a few too many beers and you're not quite sure what you're tasting anymore. Come here, we'll give you a palate cleanser of the Prosecco.
Yeah.
You'll be good to go.
Yeah, so crisp, clear. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yep. Love it.
All right, good work, good work, good work.
Take us through the rosé. What's actually in it?
Grenache Cab. So Clarenvale Grenache,
Yep.
Langhorne Creek Cabernet.
Yep.
Blended up percentage-wise changes every vintage based on style.
Yeah,
so
right.
what we're really aiming for is a nice dry rosé with sort of of tart strawberry flavours.
That's smashable, that one.
So where are we sitting on the rosé scale?
Oh, well, we actually have the rosé scale on the table.
Funny about that.
And we have, so we've got dry, medium, sweet, sweet. We're down in low, medium, dry.
Superb.
There you go. And I've got a feeling you might know that, Nathan.
No, maybe.
Had a
Maybe.
few times.
You maybe had a few times, yeah.
That's dangerous.
Oh, isn't it?
Yeah.
But at a beer festival, no better place to come in between beers to cleanse the palate.
Definitely.
Cheers.
That's lovely. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
No worries, guys. Awesome. We expect to see you later when you need to do the palate cleanse.
Okay, so we'll start off. Tell us a little bit about the festival.
So the festival's in its second year now. It was actually something that we sort of came up with between all the brewers. We were kind of, I don't know, we do a lot of festivals, all of us throughout the year.
Yeah.
The South didn't really have anything to call its own. And between us all, we all get along super well. So the 10 breweries that are down here. And so we kind of wanted to do something together. A lot of us are a little bit time poor. So we decided to do it with Rec Park. And doing it with Rec Park was that we wanted to make it a fundraiser and a fun event. So it's a community-orientated event to raise funds for the sporting facilities, the hall, all the sort of stuff that goes with it, that we could basically put money back into the community whilst we all got to sort of do something together. We kind of catch up once a month, and a few of us do some collab brews together and things like that, but it was kind of like, how do we all get together and do something that's kind of fun and cool. So yeah, this being our second year, it's expanded a little bit more now. It's on the oval. It's a bit more.
So it's on Wollonga Oval?
Yep. So we're on the actual footy oval now. So it spreads onto the grass area. A lot more music this year, and it's bigger and better.
Nice.
You got to start somewhere as a thing and progress forward.
Yeah.
And which is what we've done now. So yeah, really looking forward to it, and really looking forward to releasing our new beer, this Vienna Lager.
Hang on, don't tell the secret.
Oh, sorry.
That was
sorry.
going to be like a SA Weekly first.
What are we drinking?
Right. So before we get to that,
Yes.
before we get to
Yes.
the secrets,
Yep.
let's tell us about what beers will be available from
South
Coast Brewing at the festival.
So we'll have two of our favourites, and which went really well last year, is Southern Session Ale, and our Porty's Pale Ale will be there. And then this year we're going to throw our ESB on tap as well.
Your
extra special bitter,
Yep.
so barrel aged ESB, and our new beer, our Vienna Lager.
Right, so you're hanging to tell us about
I am.
You're okay.
I'm a bit excited about
Tell
this
us
one.
about the Vienna Lager.
So it's something that Barry, our new brewer who works with us, and we sort of had an idea to do a progressive series of different beers that other people probably haven't seen before.
Yeah, cool.
Or haven't done before. So we had a bit of a look at it, and in Australia I think there's two other guys that are doing this. One's in Victoria, one's New South Wales, making this sort of beer. So it's a reddish, copperish lager. So a bit of a trick on the eye. So it's sort of dark in colour, but sort of crisp and really easy to drink, and almost a little bit sweet. It's not too. A Vienna lager shouldn't be too malty. It shouldn't be too hoppy. It's just a clean, good drinking, darker, coppery sort of beer. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's easy drinking.
So we're super happy with how this has come up. Hopefully the punters at this week's festival enjoyed it as well. It's going to be really good for hot weather. So I think temperature for Saturday is 37 degrees. So it's going to be warm.
No,
Yeah.
it's not at all.
Down here to be about 33. So I know we've got some Mr. fans organised and things like that for people to stay cool and things like that. But so this
I'm
is
going to be in my bikinis with the Bikini Beer Bloggers. So
charming.
yeah, it's
I'll make
Might
sure
have to get mine out too then.
I'll make sure I'm far away from that.
I'll be following you around.
Signing autographs for kids. No, that's probably weird. We're super happy with. We're super happy with how this has come out, and it's just one of the few.
So Vienna Lager, what's
Yep.
its name?
That's what it is. So, sorry. We name all our beers
so
for those who don't know.
yeah.
After all the areas. So this one's Victor Harbour. It's Victor Harbour Vienna Lager. So it's what we've done. So.
That's what I was hinting at.
Yeah,
I knew all the other beers are named after.
This one's Victor Harbour.
Victor Harbour Vienna Lager.
Yep.
Hey, that
So
one?
it just rolls off the tongue. But we've probably got about another 4 beers up the sleeve that we're working on, but we just want to get right before we launch them and go.
Can you
from
tell
there.
us what? As an SA Beer Weekly first.
Bit of a hint.
Okay, so there's an English style beer that we'd like to make, and so Barry and I have had our own. It heads towards the dark territory. It's called an Old Burton Ale. So Burton-on-Trent. It's a really traditional English style beer, but it's a darker beer and almost heading towards like a black IPA, I guess is the best way you describe it. But we're kind of contemplating to have a crack at one of those again.
Maybe a release around start of winter.
Sort of winter time, yeah. So it'll be a darker release ready for winter, but we're sort of in the process of making that now. And yeah, we should have another beer ready in 3 weeks. I've just got to find some tank space to put it in at the moment.
That's always it's everyone's drama, isn't it?
Yeah. It's too many ideas and not enough tank space. So that's
either that or you guys are doing such a good job that everyone's drinking it.
I think that's the thing at the moment. We're super happy with coming out of COVID. So happy with the local support and what everyone's done. So again, that's with the festival. It's a way of giving back. Everyone supported us. So it's a way of giving back to the community and for all the support that they've.
And tell us a quick history of South Coast Brewing.
So we're into our sort of all blur now. It's 3.5 years, and so we've operated out of this shed for that time. But
where are we? This is the brewery.
This is the brewery. So you're at the brewery and our function centre. So we rent this out for private functions, gatherings, things like that. So what's been really good with COVID is the backup of the amount of birthdays and functions and things like that has been absolutely incredible. So we're booked out through till April, end of April now already, which is great. We run 2 venues. We run this place and we run our tap house up at, which you guys have been to.
Yeah.
Up at
Tell us where the
main street, so 8 Hill Street, Wollonga, next to the Alma Hotel.
Yeah.
So yeah, we run that as just sort of like where you can pop in off the street, have a meal, all that sort of stuff too. So it's a restaurant tap house. Whereas here, this is the big venue. This is the brewery where the magic happens. It's Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
I've seen the metal, the big
the stainless tanks. Yeah. It's surprising. People, we take it for granted, but people like looking at stainless. It's something that's bizarre that we see it every day, so it has no real.
Yeah. You know, it's just work.
It's to us, it's just a tank, but to everyone else, they're coming, wow, look at this is cool. So,
it is.
Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. So, I am very impressed with this beer.
You like it?
Yeah.
Well, I think.
Yeah, judging by that.
Speaks words.
I'm not going to lie, it's not my first one today, so that's why I'm probably taking a bit longer. But
it's definitely our first one. Always our first one.
Yeah, it's definitely it's come up exactly where we wanted it.
It's very different, isn't it?
It's something that's different and
it's nice.
Yeah, I think it's something you can have more than one of, and that's the key with all of our beers. Even with our red ales and our stouts and things like that, we want you to be able to drink more than one of them and not feel like, oh, I've had that now, I want to go on to something else.
Yeah.
Funny about that.
Yeah.
And, all right, so I am really looking forward to chasing you around in bikinis at the beer festival. So we'll see you there.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
You'll be too flat out to talk to us, but
I've always got 5 seconds for a chat.
5 seconds, right?
5 seconds for a chat. We can fit something.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
So where are you guys from? Can you tell us about yourself?
So we've got a small production facility in Happy Valley. We don't have a tap house yet, but hopefully that'll be coming in the not so distant future. So we're just producing 200 litre batches, which is labour intensive, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Tell us a bit about your beers then. What have you got?
So we've got a wheat beer, Gosa. The wheat beer is a traditional wheat beer. Gosa is a contemporary Gosa, so it's not fruited and it doesn't have a whole bunch of crazy syrups and stuff like that in it. It's more the traditional with spruce, coriander seed, salt and lactic.
Okay, yep,
And
all right.
Pale ale is quite sessionable. It's something that
4.9, yep.
Yeah, it's going to appeal to people who drink really hoppy beers, but not put off people who don't.
Yep, cool.
Pilsner, pretty straightforward. That's a German Pilsner. It's nice and crisp. The Berliner Weiss is not going to make you turn your face inside out.
Yeah.
It's not a mouth puckering sour, but still very fresh. And the IPA, which is
a 6.2?
6.2,
yep.
And it's not terribly over the top, but lots of fruit.
So, can we try a beer?
Sure.
I'd love to try an IPA, please.
What's going on here?
Oh, yum.
What's going on here? This is my show.
We're just trying the beers.
What?
I thought we were allowed to just
do our thing.
Right, all right. So I'll get that.
What can I get you, mate?
Oh, right. There's a bit of a hint. I'm a bit of a. I like girly house and light beers. Are they any good?
Oh yeah.
Berliner Weiss?
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. All right. Tell me a little bit about it.
So it's 50-50 wheat and Pilsner malt, and it's got a very early addition, which is really subtle for bittering, and then it's got a protein rest, and then saccharification, mash out, and then in the fermenter we co-inoculate it with lactobacillus and normal Saccharomyces yeast.
Right.
That's where the tartness comes from.
What do you say? Said, oh, that's where the tartness comes from, right. I got you.
When Napoleon's troops went through Germany, they called it the champagne of the north.
Oh, that is the number one useless but interesting fact of the day. Excellent. Well, cheers. Where can people find you? Like, they've seen your awesome beers here and they want to get online.
Yeah.
Can they?
So we're a very small production facility. So we rotate through. We're not always pouring consistently at the same places.
Yeah.
But Nola, Treasury, sometimes Udaberry.
Okay. What about Ogre at McLaren Vale?
Ogre, yeah. They pour our stuff as well.
The old barn in McLaren Vale.
Yep.
It used to be the restaurant. So what's on tap there?
They got the wheat.
The wheat.
Cool.
Which goes with our Latvian thing.
Excellent. So
Awesome.
head down to Ogre. Where else?
55ml is a new one that's just come on board.
Yeah. Where are they?
They're on 55ml Street.
Right.
Okay.
Peel Street.
Mill.
Mill.
Like 55ml.
Yeah.
But mill.
Right.
M-I-double-L.
Facebook, Instagram, website?
Website, yeah. There's a contact form on the website, so if you want to get in touch, you can just type that in there and it'll come straight to us. And
awesome.
In the right direction.
All right, girls. Thanks so very much for starting without me and stealing my thunder, but good on you, boys. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Girls.
Thank you.
Good day.
You
Cheers,
too.
girls. Leave me hanging. Cheers. Oh,
Cheers.
Hey guys, how are you? SA Wine Weekly here with pretty good beers.
Beer Weekly. SA
SA Beer.
The new t-shirts are coming.
He's wearing his beer hat this week.
Sorry. SA Beer Weekly here with pretty good beers, and Lee from Shifty Lizard. We're here to talk about the Fleurieu Beer Festival.
Yep, Fleurieu Beer Festival is in its second season. First year we kicked it off, we just wanted to bring something new to the Fleurieu, saying a beer festival, there's not much happening out this way. So we thought, why not get together with all the southern breweries and kick it off. So,
cool.
Yeah.
And how'd you go last year?
Crazy last year.
Yeah.
Blew our minds what happened, so we kind of didn't really expect the turnout that we did. And so, you know, we kind of went in for the day that we had a pretty cruisy crowd. I think within 24 hours, all the tickets sold out.
Yeah.
And as soon as they started flocking in, we just got absolutely pummeled.
So this year, it's on the Willunga Oval.
Yep.
So a lot more space.
Spreading it over.
Yep. A lot more breweries.
Yeah, we've got a few more breweries there. I mean, in the last kind of year, there's been a few more that have popped up, so we've gotten them on board as well. So that gets everyone, pretty much everyone that's kind of, you know, pumping beers out around the south involved in this festival with us.
Talking on that industry, everyone gets on pretty well, don't they? They're all out to help each other.
Yeah.
We've got Southern Fleurieu brewers.
Yep.
They're all there to help each other, share each other's beers, and it's a great, good community, isn't it?
It's a terrific little community. I think what we realise is in the beer industry, if we work together, we all benefit off of it.
Yeah.
You know, when you're playing up against some of the big boys and that, and you know, there's minimal taps out there. It's just far better if we work together, have regular catch-ups to try and create this stuff, because it generates and boosts our revenue stream. So
cool. So
it's beautiful beer as well.
Thank
so
you.
Why not?
that does help, doesn't it? But tell us and people watching a little bit about Shifty Lizard.
Shifty Lizard is just gone into its 4th year, so we're 4 years old. We grew up in the Fleurieu Peninsula, so you know, we're born and bred. This is our stomping ground. We've been expanding on our range for the last few years. We're really now starting to upgrade. We've got a new brewery on its way over. A new brewery, sexy stainless steel that will be gracing our the back area shortly. I know. I'm going to be like a kid in a candy shop with that. So that rocks up soon. That's going to give us 3 times the capacity of what we're currently doing. So it opens up whole new avenues. Oh, 100%. Yeah, we're running out of all our beer constantly.
Last weekend you were packed.
Yeah, I mean, popular, the location, right on the high street. We're in Wollonga.
Right.
Yep.
You just mentioned that High Street.
Yep.
Heading up the hill in between the pubs.
Yep. Right about the middle way between the middle pub and the top pub.
Tents, you can see the white.
You'll see the white umbrellas as you go past. You'll be able to smell the beer being pumped out of the back of the brewery. So I mean, the sky's the limits with what we're achieving at the moment. We've got all new beers coming out as well. So we're looking at releasing, once the new system's in place, a Jamaican Me Hazy. So
hang on, I was going to ask you.
Oh,
you stole my thunder.
sorry.
What about the SA Beer Weekly first? Right, go.
Yep, so new beer releases. We've got the Jamaican Me Hazy coming out. So that one is going to be coming out hopefully in March at this stage.
Right.
We've also got Hoppy Irish Red Ale making a comeback. That's going to be nitro in 500ml cans.
Wow.
So it's going to be a big boy. Yeah. So that, for anyone that knows.
Limited of those?
We kind of make limited runs of it. So we're looking at doing about 1,500 litres.
So get in quick.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it won't last very long.
No way.
So you gotta snap it up as soon as possible. So.
All right. So I'm thoroughly looking forward to catching up with not you, but the Brewski, the Brewski at the festival.
I get that a lot.
No, you would have more friends. You would have more friends now than you ever had.
Well, you're surprised how many coming out of the woodwork.
That's
for sure.
Thanks, heaps, mate. We look forward to seeing you at the festival.
Absolute pleasure. I'll see you guys there.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, what are we going to have? I reckon I might try the easy ale on a hot day.
Beautiful.
I reckon that's the way to go, don't you think?
That's the go-to, mate. Our midstream's still got a nice bit of flavour.
Yeah.
But it's just super sessionable.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a prime choice.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, the IPA is my go-to normally when I'm at home, but 6.5 on a hot day, probably not going to cut the.
On the couch.
Yeah. That's perfect. Thanks for that. That's good, isn't it?
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
That goes down very easy.
You can have 10 of them and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's right. Gee, but it's got that full taste, hasn't it?
Well, that was the whole goal. I wanted to make a beer that was easy, light for the driving guys.
Yeah.
But something that's going to have that craft flavour.
Yeah.
Makes them feel like they're still drinking whilst their other mates are drinking the IPA.
That's it.
So
yeah,
it's been good.
That's perfect for it.
Really well received.
Because everyone wants to do the right, or pretty much only the idiots don't want to do the right thing, don't they? You know, so it's either you only have one beer, or you can have a few of these and still be okay to drive.
Well, that's it. For a long haul like today, where you've got several hours, you want to go brewski, stick on the lighter beers, and then when you get towards the end, have a few of the heavier ones.
Yeah, that's it.
Sensible way to do it.
Yeah.
It's all about sensible.
Jeez, we're getting older and wiser, aren't we? Who would have thought?
Not me. Not me.
Okay, I am here with Erin Thompson, the Mayor of Onkaparinga Council. Welcome to SA Wine Weekly.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome to have you. Now Nathan, I think Nathan's run off, he's getting beer at the moment. So we are at McCarthy's Orchard. Now I know that you've been to McCarthy's.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Seriously, if you haven't been to McCarthy's, it's somewhere that I only got to the first time about 8 months ago, middle of winter, pouring down. Sat next to the fire, Mark, McCarthy and Lisa, the best hosts around, and they do, number one, they do amazing cider, so they do an apple and a pear cider. We're going to have an apple today, but they also do some of the best wines going around. So Mark McCarthy's probably the foremost grafter in South Australia, travels around Australia grafting wines, or grafting grapes. But anyway, we're going to get into the apple cider. Let's get into it. Are you traditionally a cider drinker?
I love cider, pear, apple, whatever's going.
You see, I'm not. And two things that I don't like are apple and pear, well, make that three things, and cider. But when you're thinking about cider, often people think about, sweet sort of, I hate that sickly cider. Whereas this is kind of like, Mark always talks about it more like being a champagne. and it is. So anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, so if you haven't gotten down there, it is probably, well, I mean, you tell us about your experience. We were talking about your kids down there.
Yeah, it's definitely a great spot for families. So we just stumbled across it one day with my husband and I and another family with another couple of kids, and great spot for the kids. There's animals the kids can feed. Some of the second apples to the kids as well. They do some really beautiful platters. You can sit out there on the deck.
Have you had their toasties?
I haven't tried the toasties.
The toasties are phenomenal. So I'm not sure whose bread they use, but it's really thick, crusty bread, and they do a apple and cheese and a pear and cheese toasty. And I know that doesn't sound that exciting, but they have the blue vein cheese with the apple, and seriously, it does sound delicious. And they've got and you can get your fruit there as well. Have you been into the little refrigerator where they have? Yep.
Yeah, and the kids can climb trees, and I think there's a rope swing there that the kids can play with, and so much to do, and it's just very relaxed and chilled vibes.
Yeah, it is. And Mark's got 4 daughters, and that's his kind of theme there. So all his wines are named after his kids, and his wines are selling. I mean, they're from $30 to about $45, but they're sold from places like Attica in Melbourne, which is one of the best restaurants in Australia, and they're selling them for $140 a bottle. Yeah. So value for money.
Yeah.
It's outstanding.
They're just lovely people too.
Yeah,
so, if you want a chilled Saturday or Sunday afternoon.
And the women like Mark's blue eyes. They're always commenting on your blue eyes, Mark.
Blue eyes.
So there you go. No wonder he has 4 kids. So what do you think?
It's crisp, it's beautiful, not too sweet.
Yeah, this is actually, I might sit on a couple of these for a while on a hot day like today. Absolutely superb. So cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
We're here to talk about, first of all, the Fleurieu Beer Festival.
The world's largest beer festival on the Fleurieu Peninsula.
That's right, you heard it here first, the world's largest beer festival on the Fleurieu.
Yep.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. So, second year. It's for the community. We're raising money
for the rec park.
For the rec park, which is the footy oval, the RSL.
Oh yeah, the basketball, the table tennis. They do chess. They do a myriad of things down there. So it's wonderful.
Chili festival.
Yes, they do.
Chili festival.
Jigsaw festival.
Jigsaw. Right. Probably not ours.
Gemstones.
Well, okay, fair enough. Have you ever had a cherry lager from Goodieson, off tap, poured by Jeff?
On a Thursday.
On a Thursday.
Not on a Thursday.
Not on a Thursday. Jeff, can you pour her one up and we'll have a little bit of chat about your latest beer?
So basically, cherry lager, so I mix between...
Don't tell her too much because I wanted her to taste it and then tell us what she's tasting. I'll stick with the hazy IPA.
Thank you.
My favourite.
Yeah, the mango.
All right, mango.
Don't tell anybody.
Smell and taste the caramel notes in there. Caramelly. Okay. It's very easy to drink.
Very
smooth. Yeah, very smooth.
Do you reckon it's high in alcohol content or have a guess?
No, I don't think so. Not too bad. So? Yeah, I think you could have a few of these on Saturday.
I'm pretty sure that every Goodison's beer is quite high in alcohol content.
No, we do water.
Right, true.
That's nice. It's really nice. Smooth.
Refreshing?
Yeah, very refreshing.
Yeah? And is the flavour of cherry popping?
Yeah, it's definitely there. I can taste it on the palate.
Yeah?
It's really
what about any aftertaste?
The aftertaste isn't too strong. But yeah, it's just nice.
You know why? Because he's an awesome brewer.
Yeah.
All of his beers never have a horrible aftertaste. He paid me to say that. But anyway, so now tell us from the master brewer's perspective and the marketing perspective, give us a little rundown of the cherry.
So basically, for a number of years now, we've been using cherries from Kerry's Cherries up at Yundi Way.
Yeah.
Kerry's Cherries?
Yep.
Up at Yundi.
Yep.
Right. We just thought we'd throw that in and give him a little plug. Yep.
Yeah, so basically we know her through Samuel's Gorge, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So basically, phenomenal cherries. We say to them, we're going to be brewing on this date. They say how much you need, say 100 kilos of cherries. They come de-pipped at...
100 kilos?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so in that beer, it's basically half cherries, half malt. So it's a pretty big flavoured beer. But then you got to keep in mind that cherries don't have a lot of flavour in themselves. They're red for a reason, to trick our eyes to think, oh, they're big and mouthful and juicy. But cherries, when you think about it, when you chew one, doesn't have a lot of flavour. So what you've got to be careful with is that if you overload it with cherries, it becomes more like a winey beer than a beer. So we've got to be careful with the balance, and that's why the carbonation can't be way too high, because then the carbon dioxide in the beer will just destroy any cherry flavour you have there and become really fizzy and effervescency. Is that a word? Can we run with that word? Effervescency? Trademark? Pending? Yeah, so basically, so what we'll do on the malt side is do basically pale malt with a bit of crystal malt to sort of enhance the redness, basically.
Yeah.
And then throw the cherries in, so the cherries go straight into the fermenter. We brew the beer underneath it, throw the yeast on, and it's brewed together as one. So that is 6.7% alcohol. So the trick is to make it finish crisp and clean, because it is a lager. We've named it a lager for a reason, because you've got that really clean finish. So if you imagine like your tongue is that long, you've got all the flavour happening sort of the front middle part. There's not a lot of bitterness there as well.
Yeah.
So that helps finish really clean. So you can just keep drinking it in moderation throughout the day.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You pride yourself on the finish then, don't you?
I pride myself on moderation.
Yeah, on moderation, sure. Excellent. So I've obviously got mango. What, a butcher?
Yeah, I love butchers.
You love butchers? Because you don't have to fill them up as much? Is that right?
No, because I like meat.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. And Ellis?
Absolutely.
We love Ellis.
Oh, God, country meat.
Country meat?
We are very lucky on the Fleurieu Peninsula.
Anyone in the Fleurieu?
Yeah.
Good answer. Great answer. Seafood meats?
Seafood meats.
Good there. And give me a little rundown of the mango, because this is the first time I've tried it. Mm-hmm. And very mango.
Very mango.
Very mango. It's almost like you're not drinking a beer.
I've been told that.
Almost.
Yeah, something about beer integrity, then I'm losing it. But anyway, that's another story. So basically, you're looking at a 5.8% alcohol beer here. But
that's a bit low for you.
I know, it's mid-strength.
Yeah, okay.
So it is all about the mango, this beer. Yeah. So you'll smell mango, but more importantly, you'll taste mango from the start of your tongue to the finish of your tongue. So if you don't like mango, don't even
I don't particularly like mango, but I do really like. I can see that this will be a great festival beer, especially with it being hot.
Yeah, it's very refreshing.
Very refreshing. So where are you at the festival?
We are up near the food vans on the left-hand arc side.
Yeah.
So I think we're next to the tennis club.
Next to the
doing
tennis
the
club?
food, and then there's a couple others, the cricket club and the Wollonga Footy Club, which were a great help to us last year.
Are you going to be there pouring beers?
I will be, I think.
You'll be there pouring beers? Everyone will be there pouring beers?
Everyone.
Everyone will be
well,
there.
you can only have so many people behind a tent these days.
Oh, right, because COVID. Yeah. Of course. Have you had this cider before?
I think, I have. Yeah.
Pretty.
Hop cider.
Yeah.
It's very different cider, and it's very tangy.
Yeah.
Very tangy. You know what it'd be good for? The spacer. At a beer festival.
Oh, yeah.
It would be great. Have a few beers, come back, have a cider spacer, move on to the next one.
Yeah.
So go to all the others, come back to Goodison's for
a butcher of cider.
A butcher? Maybe no butchers. Plastic glass, because we're all into that.
And plastic, because we're running on oval, so.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So,
helping raise money for the rec park, so good cause.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Behave, they might repost it just for.
They would have. But the more he doesn't behave, the more likely he's going to get posted.
I hope not.
No, it will.